What is that?
The BS that is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Come on in, family. Come on in. Roll back. Peace and love to all. Okay, come on in. All right, but check this out, because I'm only here for a hot minute. Okay, but what's going on here? Like, are we going back in time? Right? Because we got this man over here talking about bringing segregation back. Well, not necessarily bringing it back as they worded it. That's not exactly how it was worded, right? So what is it supposed to be? They're getting rid of segregation protection, which, in other words, is a nicer way of saying bringing segregation back, right? Because as we, as melanated people, have been saying since the beginning, since this whole Make America Great Again started, okay, and let me give my disclaimer before I go any further. Fair use is granted under the Copyright Act of 1976 for news, commentary, criticism, education, tutorial, teaching, etc. Okay, so this video is for educational purposes only and a little entertainment. Okay, so anyway, so segregation. Now, if we want to count from civil rights, the civil rights era, that would take us back 60 years. That would take us back 60 years, right? And if we want to count from so-called Freedom Day, Emancipation Proclamation, 1865, that would take us back 160 years, right? So are we going back? Because what is really going on here? Are we going back? Why is a thing like segregation even being talked about? Why is that even being brought up? Because when you bring things like that up, and we've known from the beginning, as I started to say, we've known from the beginning what he meant with his Make America Great Again, because just as I showed in the video I did with Tiffany Cross, right, how she said in the interview with Jennings, how she said America was never great for her. And just as I said, when has it ever been really great for melanated people? But melanated people have been saying this since the beginning, since the time that this whole Make America Great slogan started, right? When was it great for us? When was it great for us? It's not been great for us since we amalgamated with this government, right? If we want to take it all the way back, right? Since we amalgamated with this government, right? Leaving all our own governments behind, and it wasn't all by choice. We know the story of the Trail of Tears, and there were a few of them, right? So since then, it's not been great for us, not as so-called black people, no, and I've been saying from the beginning, this is what they want to go back to when they say Make America Great Again. See this waiting room for coloreds only, by order police department, whites only pie. Yeah, that's basically what they want to go back to, right? They want to go back to that era.
Say what?
Yes, okay? And many of us have known that, and no pun, no disrespect intended to anybody. If it's making you feel uncomfortable, you are free to go. Okay, I've told you before, my channel is not for children. Okay, you need to be yay high to ride this ride. Okay, because why are we talking about segregation? And by getting rid of segregation protection, you might as well say you're reinstating segregation, right? Because this has opened up the floodgate, in my opinion, because all throughout this week, we've been seeing stories popping up all in the news about white men calling black women, so-called black women, fat bitches. We got a so-called mob of teenage boys attacking a young black teenage brother, right? And stealing the shoes, throwing bananas at him, all kind of stuff going on nowadays, right? So obviously this is sparking some kind of hatred that's always been there, and all it's done is bring it back to life, right? The hatred in these folks, that the disdain that they've always felt for many so-called black people, period, right? That's all you did was invoke that. invoke all that hatred, all that anger, and basically say to them, it's okay, y'all. Y'all can come on out now. Yup, it's okay. I got your back. You know I got your back. You know I got your back. Yeah, they done put me back in here, man. They put me back. So yeah, it's okay now. Come on now. Go on. What, you gonna throw a rock at him or something? Go ahead. Don't worry about it. I ain't even gonna look. Because I'm making it sound funny right now, but it's not really funny. This is what it's doing. And we can see that by a slew of incidents that have started happening all around the place in just this past week or this past month, right? What about, anybody heard anything about the two teen brothers? The two teen brothers that wound up unalived on a mountain out in what is this, Mississippi, or was it Georgia, right? So what's going on with them? Because when I tried to find something up to date about them, all I found was reports from like a week ago. So is this what we are to expect now? Right? Since, and I'm not trying to point no fingers. Hey, look, you did what you did. It's done now. And I've been saying for the longest, the time was running out. Okay? Because a lot of these things have already been implemented. And now it's go time. They're like, okay, listen, all activations, all systems go, right? All systems go, with the DEI being gone, being slashed now, and DEI, a lot of people need to understand what the DEI did. The DEI gave people that are seen as anomalies in this society more protection under the eyes of the law, right? Multiracial couples, right? People with disabilities, okay? And yes, LGBT, okay? And I know everybody's like all enraged over LGBT. Oh, they're destroying everything. Get them out of here. And for my so-called black brothers and sisters, you really need to stop. I'm not going to go too deep into that right now, but we'll talk about that. I'll tap on that on another episode, right? But I'm just saying. There's an incident coming up in a few days. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And I just found wind that it's supposed to be occurring in my home state where I live, right? And so I'm saying to you, well, before I get up out of here, because this was just a short come through, stay your black ass at home, okay? That's it. Stay your black ass home, or do you just need to be seen? Well, I'm telling you right now, you want to be seen, you better sit your ass outside on your porch or your stoop. But don't you take your ass nowhere near there, okay? And that's my words, because I don't get involved with those type of things anyway, okay? And I am saying and suggesting that you, my brother, my sister, do the same thing. Because all of this, things like this tells me, no good. See, my granddaddy had one saying, that's all he would say. May he rest in power. Love you, granddad. Rest in power. One saying, no good. I'm telling you, all of this right here is no good. It's no good. Talks of Jim Crow and segregation return. Oh my God. Has the country buzzing with disbelief after President Donald Trump administration repealed a crucial segregation clause. So the fact that you're revisiting all this tells me that all along, even when you were sitting up talking about if black people don't vote for me and how black people should vote for you, it's like they just keep pointing right at us. Biden did the same thing when he was in office. What he said up on the Breakfast Club, right? And said if black people didn't vote for him, we wasn't black no more. They all just point at us. And when I say us, I do say us, because when it comes to one of us, as I've said in many cases, what one of us do, and when I say us, I'm talking about so-called black people, what one of us do, we're all judged for. I can't stand it, but that's just the way they make it, right? So yeah. So this is sparking a lot of. It's not going to be good. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not going to be good. I just see a lot of ugliness happening from that. Okay, I see a lot of ugliness happening from that. you know, even when from the young ones, because I did the video a couple of days ago about a young brother that was attacked by the three Caucasian guys, right? Teenagers. But they jumped him, stole his shoes and everything, right? And then you got the brothers, the twins that are missing. Where they at? Huh? Like, what's going on here? Is this, you know, getting ready to cause some negativity, some racial, what you want to call some racial tyranny going on here? Because we really need to start paying attention, man, because for too many years we kept our eyes closed and we wasted a lot of time, my brothers and my sisters, a lot of time. And now they've activated their machines, okay? And the only way I see us coming up out of this is to come together. Come together. For once and for all, come together. Please, I beg of you, it is imperative that we come together and put aside all our foolish indifferences, because at the end of the day, many of those indifferences that we have now were instilled in us by these very same folks, okay? These very same people, okay? And you see or should see that when it comes to them, we on our own. And that's just the bottom line. I know there's a whole slew of so-called brothers and sisters, black people running around here that help these people get on board, and you feeling proud of yourself. Well, if you feeling proud of yourself, then that means you don't give a damn about your hundreds of brothers and sisters that are going to suffer because of all these things that are being stripped, that we are being stripped of, like this right here. And let's jump over here real quick. Justice Department freezes its Civil Rights Division. Do you know what that's going to do? That's going to open up the floodgate for a whole lot of racial incidents to occur, that could occur. Beatings, you know, modern day lynching. Oh God, I don't even want to go any deeper into it, but please, my brothers and sisters, please just wake up, and get to loving on each other, man. And again, stay at home. Stay your black ass at home. You hear me? Stay your black ass at home. I am serious, okay? And on that note, I'm gonna say peace. This is just a quick pull up, but I love y'all. Stay safe, stay well, okay? Stay focused, stay diligent, all right? Sky's not the limit. You can think it, you can see it, you can grab it, you can have it. Peace. I love y'all.